G'day scrappers, here to do a pickup. Oh. 7.5, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Hello. Everybody here? Oh, looks like they're moving out. Oh, that looks like all mine.
The door's open, you can actually probably go in and have a water room.
Yeah, yep, I can see the,
Left.
yep.
I'm just helping someone take some stuff downstairs.
All right.
Yeah, 1 second.
No worries, I'll just make a start anyway.
Yeah, but yeah, go back up. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, I'll load up the first trolley and I'll just wait for you. All right.
Okay.
Cheers, mate. Bye. Bye. Sure. Okay. Just got to make sure someone's actually here, you know, and not saying, oh, where's all our stuff? So, all this cable, this is a good reason to bring a deep bucket so it can fit all this loose stuff, you know, and then when I get in the van I can just tip it and go again. Laptops. So we take the laptops first before someone changes their mind. Okay. I might get this TV. Don't get many of these anymore. Okay, that's a good first load. Oh. Ram. Paper cutter. Cut gold fingers off ram. Or finger strip boards. Okay. I said I'll wait for him, but I'm not really happy with where the van is outside, so I'll take this away and I'll meet him up. G'day. Hey. No worries. Yeah, so I've just taken the TV and just some of the loose stuff for now.
No worries, I was just going to come and say hello. Someone just needs a hand to load up the desk that they purchased.
No worries.
Ground. So look, hopefully make use of it. I feel bad just putting it in the dumpster or
Yeah.
in the tip.
No worries. All right. I'll do this. Oh, that's a heavy load. Straight up. Oh, this bugger. It's been a while. Nice leather couch. I think that looks like they're going to set that up somewhere. This is the only part where it gets awkward. And I'm not sure if they want to get rid of that wine fridge. Oh, I forgot my tub. That's okay. Next one. UPS's. Okay. I'll just make this another awkward one. Okay. Yeah, monitors, they're just so awkward unless you've got a big cage. But I've always kind of managed to get away with buying big cages. It's just not practical. Every job is so different. Okay, well, that's at least 4 monitors. Out of there. Okay. Printers. 2, and I'll grab an awkward monitor. So you're moving out?
Yeah, we are. We've been here for a long time, 15 years or so. But
Oh, okay.
time has come
Yeah.
to move, so yeah, it's a bit of a job.
Yeah.
Good stuff over the years, obviously.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Okay. Load 3. Got a wine fridge. That's pretty cool. I'll test it out. If it works, I'll probably just keep it, because pity there wasn't any bottles of wine in there. I think I'll have to go through the back on this one. He's got a really good trolley, which is great. He's loading up with PCs. Handy. This one, this is a all-in-one Lenovo, so I want to take care of that. And at least the PCs are nice and heavy and complete. That's what we want. Okay.
We do liquidations and stuff here, so we often be
Yep.
not just our computers, but computers from other companies.
Yep. Yeah.
So that's kind of why we ended up with such a collection. Other people's information, but
Yeah.
other than the hard disk, all the rest of it kind of becomes sort of useless.
These days they don't even look like hard drives anymore. They're just little cards. All right. I was just looking in the wine fridge. There's no Grange in there. He didn't leave a few bottles.
With the lockdowns and all that, it's been a while since it's been used.
Yeah.
It's stayed empty for a couple of years and no one's been able to come back to the office full time. So
Yeah. Yeah.
thank you again.
Thanks very much, mate. See you, Jack. Okay. There you go, guys. That was quite a pleasant pickup. Really nice when one of the people come out and, you know, help out a little bit. Well, quite a lot. Brought out 2 trolleys worth. These are really nice and heavy. I should have turned the fridge on its side, not to expose the window, but, well, I've actually got another pickup to do. It's just a residential, but I don't think I'm going to have room. Might have to go and unload some. Yeah. Okay, so let's get home, and yeah, I want to unload at least half of the stuff, maybe all of it, before I go and do the pickup. But I've got to do the pickup pretty early, so I'm just going to quickly unload half the van, I think, and then go and do that small residential pickup. Okay, well, great thing about living so close to the city is it doesn't take much time at all to get there and come back, and I like that. And yeah, as I said, I was going to do a pickup on the way back, just a residential, which I don't do much, but yeah, just too much stuff in the van to do the second one. If I had the other van, I'd probably do it, but the other van's full of scrap steel. So as soon as I come back, I'm going to finish offloading the other van with scrap steel and then go into the scrapyard. But before I can do that, I've got to wait for one scrapper to come. He's going to bring me circuit boards to sell and stuff. So where to put all this stuff for now? Oh, that's one way. Okay. Mostly I want to get that fridge out, just in case it works, so I don't break it. Okay. All right. Slowly, slowly. A bunch of hard drives. These little SAS ones are good. At least they're a bit heavier. Yeah, some good big servers. But the funny thing about this pickup, this is how good I'm going. This job was actually given to me by another recycler. My other mate, my laptop buyer, because he saw the pictures of what needed to be picked up, and he saw it's all old school PCs and servers, and he's a reconditioner, so there's nothing he can really do with the old school stuff. It ends up as scrap anyway, and so rather than him sending his driver out to spend time in the city to pick up stuff that they can't do much with anyway, it's just not worth it for him, you know. So like sending out a driver, spend a couple of hours at least, even longer for them, because they're about 30 minutes away from the city or more. So for guys like that, it's just worth, not worth picking up sometimes, and so passes the job on to me. So I'll do something, I'll check this wine fridge out, because it is a nice one, and if it does work I'll probably just keep it, because I like wine fridges. Not that I would use it straight up, but I will eventually. Just to put soft drinks even in there. Alright, so these PCs here, they were all scrapped out yesterday, and they're the last of what has to go into the van for scrap steel, same as these servers. Finished off the last of the servers. Alright, so I'm just going to take out just a little bit more out of this, and we'll go and do that residential pickup, and then we'll wait for the scrapper to come, and then we'll go to the scrapyard, hopefully. Okay, well, I'm here and ready to do this residential pickup. Okay. It's a $10 job. I think she wants me to get rid of, she wants to get rid of that fan. That's all right. Yeah, not a problem.
Hi, give me 1 second.
No problem. Yeah, can take all anything metal, no problem. You're not moving out, are you?
No, this is what happens when family go travelling and leaves things with either
Mum.
mum or granny,
Yep.
and basically it's just, you know, stuff that, I mean, they must be about 20 years old now.
Yeah.
So, it was easier to do it this way and recycle than it was to actually put them out to the dump.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. All right. Monitors. The day in the life of an eWaste recycler. Good monitors, actually. Tell you, it's hard to get up in the morning. It's frozen. Okay.
Help you out.
No, you're right. Okay. That's all right.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll grab it all.
Oh, there's an old heat. There's a heat. Oh, that's almost brand new. It's never been used. So I don't
Okay.
know if you can recycle that.
Okay, yeah, I can do something
Yeah,
with it.
cool.
This thing.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, and I'll no, it's up to you. This is really heavy.
Yeah, that's okay.
And I think, oh God, look, I've got clear.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
If you can't take that, don't worry about it.
I might,
Stick it in
yeah.
the rubbish.
Yeah, if we could go into the recycling bin,
Yeah,
that would be,
yeah.
because they can deal with it all better than I can. I think the rubbish is going out this week anyway.
Well done. You can do that.
Got some more room for you now. Give me a call whenever it's full. I'll squat it down for you. Ooh, this is heavy, isn't it?
It is heavy.
Okay.
It's actually relatively efficient, but it's just, you know, you have to stick it through the window and you have to make holes in get
Yeah.
marbled and
You need the ventilation to always come and
yeah.
yeah. Okay, well, there you go. One residential pickup done. I don't really get many residentials anymore, but because I've got to, you know, drive some way and, you know, spend the time. I prefer not to charge them anything. Most of the time I'll say, oh, don't worry about it. It should be fine. Especially if they give me stuff like copper and scrap metal. So it wasn't a bad pickup. It was, you know, just the laptops. There was about 5 laptops, but they're probably older ones, so they're not really refurbishable. They're just scrap laptops and cable and a few things. Just because I'm sending off scrap steel today later on. A few things, that heater and stuff, I'll just throw that straight into scrap steel. It's actually really heavy, the air conditioner or whatever it is. Wow, I thought it was one of those real light plasticky ones, but geez, it must have a decent motor. I might even have a look at it and see if it's worthwhile taking the motor out and see if there's any copper in there. Anyway, so that's that. I'm going to go back now and meet up with Scrapper that's bringing me circuit boards to sell. So yeah, first I just got to go and get some chicken food. The chooks have ran out of food, so better do that. And then, yeah, head home and start loading up the, finish loading up the van with scrap metal, the other van, and we'll go to scrapyard. Oh, busy day. Okay, now, where is the chicken food? Tell you what, pet food. It's big business these days. All right, let's have a look. It's not bad, but golden yolk. Leave it with me. Okay, thrill seekers. Well, there we go. So I'm just going to empty this, and yeah, this heater, aircon, whatever, it's very, very heavy. So I'd imagine there would be quite a lot to it as far as a motor and copper, but Dimplex, yeah. But the only problem is scrapping it out means it's going to leave me with a lot of plastic, but I don't know. Yeah, so there's the radiator. And probably won't be much copper, but I might actually scrap it out. Just throw this in the bin. Yeah, I think I will scrap it out just for the hell of it. So I just want to put everything that's going scrap metal, which isn't much from here, except for this big heater. Okay. We get the cord, the scrapyard can get the rest. Okay. All right, well, leave it with me. Let me unload this and start loading up the other van with scrap steel. Okay, so the other van's emptied, and this is what I've filled up of PCs and servers from the last couple of days of scrapping. Slow process. So now, since my van is out, gives me a chance to just load up these scrapped out servers, PCs, any other scrap metal that I've got to get rid of, and that should give me, well, just about a totally full load of scrap steel. As you can hear, every server and PC has got screws and all kinds of rubbish. So a lot of time they can actually be heavier than before I started scrapping them out. And that's why I like to use this van as my scrap van. I mean, if I had to get rid of this van, say if it broke down or something and it was just too expensive for what it's worth to repair it, then obviously I wouldn't buy another van, but I would probably end up buying a a trailer, because yeah, I wouldn't want to use my other van as a scrap steel van at any time. But you know, eventually the good van will be a scrap van. But for now, I'd rather preserve it as much as I can, and so it's a presentable van to drive around just as a citizen. Yeah, this is all just junk from the house that I just picked up from. Knives, kitchen knives. So yeah, like I said, with the house that I picked up from, normally I don't like to charge them these days. It's more just doing local people a favour to get rid of their stuff, but because fuel is just so expensive these days, you know, I can't even afford to go out and just do people favours virtually, even though I don't know them. But yeah, I just can't afford to drive around and pick up e-waste from households and not take the $10. I hate it, but otherwise I'm just going to go broke. And $10 these days is really nothing. Like I said, half of it I spent, you know, it probably cost me $4 in diesel just to go and do the job. So this is from a shaver, electric shaver. Yeah, can't be bothered. All right, okay, so this thing, heater, is straight through. So I'm going to scrap this thing out. I'll probably do it on video because I've never actually done one of these Dimplex air conditioning units, and normally the portable air conditioning units like this are so light, they're just pretty much all just plastic and little motor and fan and grill. But I think this one might be a bit interesting. I'm just curious out of anything. Got another 3 power supply UPSs in, so I'm glad I didn't get rid of my batteries straight away. After this scrap steel run, I've got to do a non-ferrous run and get rid of the batteries as well. And also I'm going to have a board run. What am I doing? Come back with an empty trolley. Okay, so these servers are going to pretty much take up most of the space left. There's already a few servers inside, and yeah, they're definitely going to take up the bulk of the room. But and these docking stations for laptops and so on, don't bother scrapping them for what crappy little board. Sometimes the board's only low grade anyway. Just throw it complete like that into your dirty pressing steel. At the moment, with prices so good, I mean, all this is, it's mostly, it's sure it's plastic around, but there are circuit board, there's a steel, there's good value for, you know, it's definitely will go as scrap steel. Okay. Ah, that's good. One slid right at the back, so we'll have room. Because they've still got a bunch of PCs. Yeah. So, there you go. Just a a random day. It has been quiet, very, very quiet. If I didn't get that job that I did just before the business, I'd be looking down the barrel as nothing to do this week as well. So I really got to thank ATEC Recyclers, you know, just for you know, sure, as I said, the job, because most of the PCs and stuff and the print, it was just old stuff, so he wasn't going to really make them. I think there was a couple of laptops and a couple of PCs that he might have been able to refurbish. I think there's a couple of i5 PCs, but only early generation. So that wouldn't have covered the cost of his driver being there, being out doing that job, because they're a different business. He employs people, he has to pay other people, all that, you know, jazz. And it's not so much whether it would have been the fact that it wouldn't have been worth it for him to do the job, but it's also wasting his driver's time. You know, his drivers would be getting paid by the hour, and doing the jobs that I just did, or the first one, yeah, it wouldn't have even been break even for them. So what's the point of doing it? You know, you keep doing that every week and you're broke in a couple of months, you know. So, but for me, because I'm a smaller business, a very small business, a one-man band, I don't have to rely on paying someone wages. I don't have to pay rent for a factory or anything. And so I can afford to do it, doing nothing anyway. So better than just sitting around. I've still got work to scrap, but not that much. Right now, I'd much rather be picking stuff up. Okay, that's a little dangerous, but not too bad. Luckily, the scrapyard is just around the corner, so I don't have to travel long distance or anything with a whole big load of scrap metal. All right, that's a little cutter I got. I think I've already got one somewhere, but I'll keep it. All right, scrapped PCs, gone. And a Cisco. Whew. Beautiful. And another one. Some more junk there. That's all Iney Alley. Deal with that later. Okay, well, I've got everything in. Glad I fit it all in. There's actually quite a bit. I think this is going to be quite a heavy load. Just going by the tyre, it's about 2/3 of the way down. So yeah, good heavy load with most of the PCs full of screws and scrap steel and stuff, and no real rubbish. This is all just PC servers mostly. There are a few monitors in there. I should be able to get away with a couple of printers now, but it's a lot of it is actually really good clean steel. So there you go. Now the scrappy guy is coming any minute, and then I'll buy the boards and then we'll be able to get this out. Okay, well the scrapper has arrived, and mostly he's got scrap laptops. And so what I asked some of you guys, if you do notice you got a i5, i7s, and if they're in reasonable good condition, unlike these, but this is how you get a lot of laptops. There's, you know, either a screen's missing or the keypad's missing, or and hard drives are missing. So these troublemates, I'm not sure. RAM's missing, everything. So this kind of thing here they're not really sellable unless so this one is an i5, but it's got a really nice screen actually, but it's missing keys. They've taken out the RAM, the hard drive, not even the cover, they didn't put that back on, and so there's not much value in me selling these to my buyer. He might, pay a little bit, but by the time so let's have a look. Okay, so this one, it's a bit busted, but this one, it's a better generation i5. So things like that, put them aside. So instead of me paying, so these are all i5s, complete ones. Yeah, see, they all they're doing is just busting out the hard drive. So they still have some value because, well, this screen isn't that good, but they can use the keypad, they can use the maybe the CPU out of it. But it's just a shame that people, when they, look at that. So everything's there except, they've just tried to pull out the hard drive. And missing battery, missing RAM, missing covers. So just wanted to explain it anyway. So I'm just going through because a first time scrapper coming here, and so I give them the benefit of the doubt. See, this one, it's an i5, but it's missing a key, missing the screen. It's only real scrap value from that point. Maybe get a little bit. Yeah. But, so all I'll do in this case, because I might get a little bit more than scrap value, I'll just pay the guy a little bit more in scrap value rather than individual, because they're not complete and they're sort of busted up. These are ex-schools. They're Acer travel mates. It's just a shame because they would have had some good value if they didn't rip them to shreds. Yeah, but because I could only find one that was reasonable, still broken here, and I think the screen would be completely damaged because the whole glass edge is broken. So yeah, that's a shame. But I'll still pay the guy a little bit more, just in case some of them I might be able to get a little bit more for them. See, that was an i5 again. It's still sellable, like I said, even though it's missing the keypad. But the keypad is a pretty important thing. Even if it's half busted, they can use the keys to repair other laptops. But yeah. Hey, what? A lot. So, what's there? 94.9. So, oh, here we are at the scrapyard. It's very windy and very cold. So I'm just gonna slowly make my way through all this. I think there's going to be quite a heavy load by the looks of it. Oh, the PCs at the front are really heavy, packed with scrap steel. IBM blade service. Whew, there's a lot of scrap steel. Clean. Beautiful aluminium. Wow. How much is there? How much? 1 ton? 4 ton. Wow. Check that out. There's 4 ton of aluminium offcuts. It's from like a machinery factory. 4 ton. That's probably about $6,000. Wow. That's unbelievable. Whew. Oh, these are heavy too. Big load, lots of PCs and servers. It's all good. Oh well, that's my boring stuff. Fridge compressors. Okay, well, back from all that. Wow, that was wild and woolly, the windy weather and bit of work. So yeah, I had the 2 bins of mixed pressing steel, 307 and 609. So the total I got is $290 for a van full of scrap steel. So in the end, what do I have? 916 kilos. So just short of a ton. And obviously there's a levy because the rate is at 35, but there's a 3% levy, I think, or actually more, I can't remember. But yeah, it was 10% off the price. Yeah, I can't really work it out what 35 cents a kilo works out to. Probably 32, maybe 30. Who knows? I think, yeah, about 32 cents it works out to after levy. Well, there you go, $290 for, you know, basically it's my rubbish. After scrapping out PCs and stuff, you know, I'm left with that. All these laptops, these are basically mostly scrap laptops. They just came in, obviously you saw that. Yeah, so I'm just going to start processing stuff that I just picked up, and already got some stuff inside that is might be resellable. I've got to work out if this, I'm pretty sure it does work, because I was talking to him, this wine cooler, and he said, oh, they just, you know, during the lockdowns and stuff, you know, they stopped using it, and then since then they haven't used it, and they've moved out their they're going to a smaller place. So yeah, there's no reason other than they just don't need it anymore. So if it's a working one, well, I might as well, you know, just keep it as a drinks fridge. One day maybe, I'll see. All right, well, that's it, guys. A bit of a mix and match of a video again. Just, you know, done that pickup. Once again, thanks to ATEC for giving me the job. It helps. Done the residential, emptied the other van of scrap steel, and so now it's just start all over again and just rinse and repeat. That's all we do. So keep scrapping, guys. Have fun, and I'll catch you next time.